Start.
Please go to the most amazing place that you could ever think of. This is my favorite place. On the beach, right before dawn, with the sky filling with color. The experiences in South Africa helps me find a part of myself that I didn't know. And this kind of helps me because I didn't know that about myself. And I was in a new place with new surroundings and cultures and influences. In South Africa, I just saw things that I wouldn't see in normal life. And in a new culture and continent. And this was the best part of it all. Being around all these things was new to me because this was my first time being kind of like out of the States, and like it was kind of scared at first, but it was so worth it. Our first layover was in England, and we saw the Big Ben, and we rode around on the London Eye, and we just saw the glorious town. And on the plane rides, I sat by Travis Beck, and he slept all 2 days straight, and I couldn't sleep at all. So he just kicked back, took off his shoes, which I didn't like very much, and he slept like a rock the entire time. And in South Africa, I tried new foods and drinks, which most of them I liked, but some of them not so much. But my favorite drink was cream soda, and it is bright green, and it tastes like heaven. And my not so favorite drink was a homemade beer that a tribe made for us. It looked like milk, and there were pieces of wheat just floating around. And worse than that was lamb curry. And it was so spicy that water could not quench my thirst. Like every day, we saw the different social parts, and I saw this at the gas stations, and there were people there who worked by just like helping you fill your car with gas and washing your car, and we would think of that to do that by ourselves, but people there need jobs like that so that they can support their family. And one of my favorite parts was going to church because they weren't so closed up because it was so warm there, even in the winter. And all of these things hated in my view of South Africa. But one thing stood out among the rest, and that was these sunrise. Just picture this, all the purples, blues, all those colors. And it's the most beautiful thing I've seen. And it gave me a sense with God that I just hadn't seen before. And like every time I see it, I feel blessed because I got to see this, and most people don't, and I'm just blessed because I have a family and I'm here in this moment right now. In church, we say, from the rising of the sun to its setting, the name of the Lord is to be praised. And these have changed my view on life, and so has everything else that I saw in South Africa. One of the first things I saw in South Africa was Travis Beck with a snake around his neck. He kissed the snake right on the head, which you're not supposed to do because it could have strangled him. And South Africa is filled with beaches, mountains, and hills, which are filled with forests and many fruit orchards. One night we stayed in huts, and one day I saw a deer-like animal called a kudu, and it was amazing. And on this reserve, we saw giraffes and elephants and not very normal animals. And they are some of his greatest creations. And this helped me see the beauty in God and all that He has made. The experiences in South Africa helped me find a part of myself that was not known. Because I was in a new place with new surroundings and customs and just other things. I saw animals in the zoo, not in the zoo, that I saw on a safari, and it just helped me get a new sense with God because I was in a new place and I saw this beautiful thing. Psalm 50 verse 1 says, "The mighty one, God the Lord, speaks and summons the earth from the rising of the sun to its setting."